Hi everybody, I am Lady Stars of Fire and my real name is Michelle Espinosa. This is the weekly healing messages, part 1 for August 6th through the 12th. This would be the divine guidance. I will be doing the astrology on a separate video. I just never seem to have enough time to put them both on one and make it still quick and easy for you. So, before I do get into what the divine guidance is for this week, I will give you just these few little hints of the astrology for the week. You do have Venus and Lilith both moving on the 6th, Monday, today. And then on the 7th, we have Uranus going retrograde. Then we have the new moon and the solar eclipse coming in at the end of the week. And as we finish coming into the beginning of next week, for Sunday, we're going to have Mars moving in retrograde back into Capricorn. So there's a lot of energy going on this week. But I feel very powerful. I feel very good about this week. And I know a lot of people out there are having a lot of good things changing and moving forward. And that's a wonderful, glorious thing. However, I know for some, these changes and the energies that have come through with their eclipses has not felt comfy. Not been welcoming, so to speak. And I'm sorry that, some have really had to go through some painful changes. But I do feel that this week is like bold, courageous wisdom. But with that being said, I want to step back for a moment for those people who are going through that more difficult time. And I want to remind you, sometimes pain is a blessing. I know it'll feel like a blessing. But sometimes one good, hard blow is a blessing because it's one good, hard blow, not a lifetime of good, hard blows. And the point is that pain only had to happen once to get you going in the right direction. And hopefully that's exactly what's happening. And it'll only have to be one hard time instead of a lifetime of it, because you're not getting yourself in the right direction. I love you and I only want to see the best for you. With that being said, the eclipse energy coming in, the solar eclipse, like I said, there is still going to be some more unmasking going on. There is still going to be more, the veil is lifting, so to speak, going on, because that's what the solar eclipse does. Plus it brings the moon and the sun together, basically, for that solar eclipse. Those inner and outer worlds are colliding. Now, I feel a bold, courageous wisdom coming in, soulful wisdom coming in, and the boldness of being able to finally step into your power. This is reclaiming your identity, reclaiming your worth, reclaiming your very place in this world, and your divine right to do so. That's what this energy is speaking to you about. And are you going to have the bold, courageous wisdom to do that? This is what this energy is coming in. But remember, up until that eclipse hits, there is still some unmasking going on. There is still some, things hidden within the veil at this moment. The veil has not been lifted until after that eclipse, or at least by that eclipse. With that being said, we have Scorpion this week as a spirit guide. Honey, okay, in astrology, yes, I'm being sent to Scorpio, but Scorpion is reminding you, don't get stung. Stay away from the poisonous people. Ex-nay, just stay away from them. It's not worth it. And I'm also being given Dolphin. Dolphin reminds us of our inner waters, our inner animal instinct within. But it also speaks to us of that communication with ourselves, because Dolphin also reminds us you got to have good self-love communication, as well as communication outwardly. But if you don't love yourself, you're just teaching everybody else they don't need to either. So have some time and give yourself some self-love this week. Then we go into the runes this week with Manez, with Idus, and with Berkana. Everything is leading to Berkana. But we are reminded with Manez, we are all a part of this human and divine part. And we all have a part in our daily life. We all have a belonging in it. But we need to remember self-awareness. It starts there. Start with your own self-awareness before you start thinking about everybody else's awareness. Okay? Self-awareness, and then move outwardly. And we are reminded with that from Manez to then step into Indus. Your 4, honey, your 4 equals your 1 wholeness. Your emotional, your mental, your spiritual, and your physical. And if all four of them are out of balance, then babe, so are you, and so is your wholeness. So take time for yourself. Take some time for inner nourishment this week because you need it. Point blank. Because everything is leading us to Burkina. Burkina is the new beginnings. Burkina is the very shape shifting. But even more importantly, don't forget, those new beginnings are coming from the exorcism of what is no longer germane. It's ex-naying, releasing, letting go of what's no longer good for you. And you can't do that without bold, courageous wisdom. I love you. Check back for part 2. Bye, everybody's.